Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I also would like to thank Mr. Nadler for bringing this forward and Mr. Deutsch for his amendment. And what this is about is not politics. It's a statement to the public that our democracy is worth defending. It's a democracy that so many soldiers have defended and sacrificed themselves for on the battlefield for so many years. It's a democracy that so many soldiers right now across the globe are defending. And when they see that another country attacked us, they are looking at us right now and asking, what are you doing to defend our democracy? That's what this is about. And they are asking, what are you doing to get to the bottom of the political, the personal, and the financial ties between Donald Trump, his family, his businesses, and his campaign with the Russian government? Here are the plain facts. Russia attacked our democracy this last presidential election. It was ordered by Vladimir Putin. It was intended to help Donald Trump. Also, most disturbing, if we're looking forward, is that they intend to sharpen the knives and do this again. Our allies, Germany and France, have elections coming up, important NATO partners. But of course, we'll roll into another election shortly. And if we do nothing, we will do nothing but embolden Russia and other foreign adversaries who have similar capabilities to do this again. That's fact one. Russia attacked our democracy. Number two, as was pointed out so eloquently by Mr. Jeffries from New York, Donald Trump really admires Vladimir Putin. It's really bizarre. Either he is the #1 fan, the president of the Vladimir Putin fan club, or something else is going on. But he can't say a single bad thing, even when presented by Bill O'Reilly with evidence that he's a murderer, he's a thug. Instead, our president granted moral equivalence to Vladimir Putin. It's a fact that Donald Trump's family has had extensive business dealings with Russia. It was declared proudly by his own son. It's a fact that Donald Trump wants to reduce the sanctions and has talked about reducing the sanctions, and his incoming national security advisor on December 28 made a phone call to Russia, winking and nodding that the sanctions placed on Russia in penalty for what they did in the election would be reduced.
Would the gentleman yield?
I will not yield yet.
Just for a correction?
I will yield when I'm done. It's also a fact that Donald Trump has spoken openly about reducing the influence of NATO. NATO is the best check against Russia and what they want to do in the Baltics and the Balkans. That's a fact. He's talked about that. And most importantly, most disturbingly, it's a fact that Donald Trump, for the first time in 40 years, is a president who will not show us his taxes. And my colleague from Iowa said, what would his taxes tell us? Well, actually, there's a part in your taxes called your K-1 partnership shares. And that would tell all of us who are the investors in his businesses. I don't think he's afraid that we will all find out that he's not as wealthy as he says. I don't think he's afraid that we will all find out that he's not as charitable as he implies. It's that we would all find out who he is doing business with. Now, all of those facts I just laid out, if only one of them were true, we could say, sure, Russia attacked us, but this is just a coincidence that Donald Trump's family has done business with Russia, or that Donald Trump admires Russia, or that he wants to reduce sanctions with Russia. But all of them are true. So either all of the arrows point to personal, political, or financial ties with the Russian government, or Donald Trump is the unluckiest person in the world. But we certainly deserve to get to the bottom of this. These dots are all connected. We have a lot of questions. And this is our democracy. And it's fair that we all get to the bottom of these questions and try and connect the dots. And finally, it is not only in our country's interest, it is in our president's interest to have these clouds of questions swirling above his presidency cleared. If nothing's there, this would benefit him more than anything. So, Mr. Chairman, I submit that this is not about politics. This is a declaration that our democracy is worth defending. And with that, Mr. Issa, I would happily yield.